Ah, hello everyone, and it's not switching over. Great. Oh, no, wait, there it goes. Never mind. Okay, let me turn this back on. 30% should do. Get rid of that. Okay, so we are returned once again, and as we can see right here, La Plata is ours, and we have got to fix this broken world. We're currently in the method of trying to get wealth voting in office, thanks to the intelligentsias. We are considered the fourth in power in 1885, which is pretty late. However, once we get past the 1860s to the 1870s for sure, that's when we encounter a new problem. These soldiers, more than likely, yep, they are not your average bread and butter irregulars, unfortunately. So, before we can continue the expansion of Santiago, we need some desperate upgrades for our soldiers. I have learned to accept the efforts of the private constructions after just kind of playing my own matches, as you saw during all the loading things. So, we let that go, and we'll leave it on triple speed. However, we are also building up our future weaponry over here in Santiago. Steel is a problem though, but our good old private sector is taking care of that for us. Let me see these guys. Most of our military comes from either Santiago or Buenos Aires. And as long as those two are on our side, we could win any fight that the church would bring at us. Martial law, mass mutinies in Santiago. Oh, just as I say that, it turns out the military is mutiny. In Santiago, with the armed forces under Rufino Obregas, which have led to officers marching for new government. Arrest mutineers, send them home, remind them of their duties, shoot every 10th man. We have an Irish mass immigration going into Santiago. We'll send them home, remind them of their duty to king and country. Do we still have a king? Yeah, we have the prince. Is he a worthwhile king? Expensive taste, political operator, innovative, popular commander, charismatic. Oh yeah, no, he's very popular. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we'll be able to pass this one in time. We have public schools. We don't have a health system. That's my thing. Yeah, that's another thing. We should also get that up. And guaranteed liberties. Yeah, start building these up. Especially the public education, because that will convert more and more people over to South Andean quicker. One downside about this, for sure, is that our money is much lower. If we could, I would hire more construction sites. And it's not entirely possible. We could just pause our... Actually, yeah, no. So once the government buildings are all done, we'll wait. We'll see how much we're actually taking away into the investment pool. Because right now, it's got $27.8 million in it. So we could technically just finish up all of our construction right here. And then just let the private sector take over for a bit. That still has not fixed itself. 1 second. I need to see what's going on over there. that should fix it. And look at that. Picking up the ammunition. We're back into the negative 2,000s. That's fine. Every tendency of the landowners in Santiago has rental prices beyond reasonable limits. The tenants direct their ire at the government for not protecting them. Seize the ringleaders. They have to be charged with extortion. Rent needs a stern limit. We'll go ahead and do that. Boost up the lower strata some more. Oh, wow. And you're going to increase by 9.5. That's fine. Do we have... Yes, we do. As long as we have the railways as well. We're going to need mortars. Or motors, not mortars. Tripoli sides with Cape Verde. We'll go ahead and boost our speed up to 4. See, the good thing is, after you establish yourself for a little bit, the pop-ups will slow down. Won't be as bad as before. It is our capital city, Santiago. That's coming along. Let's take a look at the rest of the world while we wait for those to build and for this religious revolt to turn into anything. Alright, nothing going on in North America. And I find that usually to be the norm. Not much has happened in North America. Maybe here in central to Mexico, that region, there'll be something going on. But other than that, nothing really. Over to Asia. Looks like no superpower has been able to emerge yet. There's so many people over here. Asia can really become strong. And over here, it looks like Apuila, Campania. Oh yeah, there's some European powers developing here. The steam donkey has been unlocked. And no one in Africa next. In the hands of the state. Did he smash his head into the cell wall? Was he tortured to death? The official story that the armed forces affiliated revolutionary died from cholera convinces only the gullible and the willfully blind. Only one thing is for certain, his supporters are livid and they are out for blood. Murderers, cries the crowd. Oh boy. Well, we definitely can't take that because that will send us into full-blown war. Only God and the warden knows. More radicalism and Patagonia gets a bit of devastation. They've stormed the prison. Frustrated with the lengthy legal process surrounding wealth building, Roberto de Vidal of the Intelligentsia has approached us with an offer to expedite the process, utilizing his personal connections with the state apparatus. Are the trade unions anything right now? They got a population of over 130,000 loyal to them. Or part of them at the very least. Yeah, they can take a hit for a little bit. Speed this along. Because we're still only in the introduction phase. No. Alright, we're going to have to abandon it right now to avoid civil war. In the meantime... Oh no, they're trying to restore state religion. Okay, but wait, they won't go into revolutionary with this. So, with that being said, suppress the church. Don't suppress these guys. Yeah, no, it's really just the church who is hemming that. This is the one problem when you have a religious school for too long. It just converts everyone to it, and then the church gets more and more stronger. Hold off on that. We have freedom of conscience, which is fine. The monarchy still stands. Colonial affairs doesn't matter to us. We can't do anything more with women's rights. We have proportional taxation. The rural folks would want that. And I don't really care about change. I mean, to be honest, I haven't really gotten far enough to say if any of the other economy systems are good. Interventionism works pretty well right now. Vultures upon a carcass. Operatives and master of the industrialists have defected to the Catholic Church's case. Try to coax some of them back then. Still waiting on my explosives. John Conrad von Buer, exiled from Switzerland. That's fine. Ugh, excuse me. First one will be in Cordoba. Are any of other our materials? Coal. But coal always hurts. The other issue is that we can never seem to get people to get inside them. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, when you have a hammer, General Hilarion de Velasco, noting severe unrest in Patagonia, has proposed using the army to suppress agitation in the area, while his political life supports him, allies support him. There's a heavy risk to following this plan. Representative General reject the plan, -2 to the intelligentsia. We must use the tools. Our general will be disrespected, but he'll get over it. Santiago cyclone has hit the state of Santiago itself. Money into the relief. Political migration. The rich and unstable political environment in Santiago has proven attractive to political exiles and stateless people who have begun to congregate in the coffee houses of Santiago. They are welcome to join the Sea of Voices. 5% prestige, 5% radicals from standard of living decrease. Prospero Arbenz becomes employed. A nihilist. He wants to enact national militia. He's a Central American. He's from Honduras. He's 56 years old. Okay. Or they make a mockery of Santiago. Our prestige is already pretty high. And the radicals from standard of living decrease. Yeah, we'll go for that. I know, we're losing a little bit of our position. But it doesn't matter unless we can upgrade our soldiers, because, especially Santa Cruz, if they really go against us, we won't be able to stop them. Not with just our line infantry. We gotta upgrade all the cavalry too. If only it wasn't so damn expensive. Ooh, there we go, there we go. No, you're fine. Give me all the way down. It should be way down here. There you are. Turn that into a secular administration. Let's go ahead and start really weakening the church. Anywhere we can get rid of clergymen, let's do it. There's a steam donkey. We don't have the motors. And how much fertilizer are we producing? Okay, we're in the bronze. So, yeah. Go ahead and put some of those right there. We'll give it a second to start pumping out the fertilizer factory more appropriately. Wait, did I not have a fertilizer factory? Nope. Okay, so then the fertilizer we do have must be coming from the cow pens. Yep. And not enough. Whew. Boy, is that not enough. Now, see, if we could find a way to... I think there is. Hold on. Let's see. Be the economic system. Say we do laissez-faire. 75% construction allocation, one more company, -25% loan interest rate, 100% government dividends reinvestment, capitalist shopkeepers can increase investment pool contribution. Okay, no. So there's no way to direct the private sector. It all depends on the manor houses and the financial districts. God, they're still upset. But their power is waning. They're at 11% now. The procession of provocations. Dissidents in Patagonia have announced plans for a major march around government offices in the near future. While they profess peaceful intentions and claim everyone will be unarmed, the march itself will obviously serve as a rallying point for those unhappy with the government. Stop the march by any means necessary. Let the procession go ahead. Let the procession go ahead. I won't deny my people's voice. How much fertilizer can you make with this upgrade? 140. Okay. Not to mention whatever we'll be using for the explosive factory as well, which would be 30. So yeah, we'll actually probably need another fertilizer factory. This is what I like about this game. I could literally just spend my entire time just sitting here watching as my city literally but surely grows slowly. You just need to be in a place that has iron and coal, and that could be a single city-state right there and then. And there we go. Fertilizer factory is up, and we should see this start climbing immediately. Yep, there it goes. Street-side standoff. Troops in Patagonia have reported more and more confrontations with belligerent mobs. Fighting will likely break out soon, even if nothing is ordered. There's only two ways to control the situation. Either pull the troops back or tell them to engage. Our men professionals, they can maintain discipline where they are. Plus 1% mortality per turmoil. Patagonia. 30%. Oof. That's a lot of turmoil. Wow, and we've went down from over 100 plus to less. No, it was more than 100, 200 plus, and we're down to 53. Is it because our population just keeps on growing? That's gotta be it. Our population is probably, yeah, we're now at 12 standard of living, so our population is just skyrocketing. Alright, so we're going to have to find some more places for government administrations. But, more importantly, the fertilizer factory is going full force. That's right, that's right. You keep on producing. And then we'll still have the explosive factory, 17 more weeks. Education and investment reached level 2, along with the home affairs. Nice. But if we look at this, our literacy rate in our own territory is pretty low if you compare it up to the north. The mob approaches. Belligerent crowds have been getting increasingly provocative when confronted by troops in Patagonia. Hardliners in government are demanding tougher responses, while doves are calling for troops to stand down as the first hopeful step in de-escalation. Order the troops to stand down. That did not pay out, unfortunately. A Basque mass immigration to Mendoza. That's fine. Alright, there we go. So they're now into the bronze, which means I'll just go ahead and, well, how much? Let's wait, because if we do that for the farms, it's going to be a lot of fertilizer. Let's see. 61. Yeah, no. So we'll definitely need more plants before we actually get this going. And because it's not making as much profit as it did before, it's starting to dwindle. There we go. Steel mills are going up and about. Where are we getting our coal that's apparently making these people no problem? Is it Los Rios? Yeah, okay, it's Los Rios. Because I'm about to say, Patagonia is not producing the coal, and neither is Mendoza, so it has to be someone else. A new party has been formed, the Free Trade Party, led by the industrialists. Tradition amongst the Catholic Church. Prominent members of the Catholic Church have been found to be using their privileged position in society to encourage radically anti-government activities. Mechanic Gnome is executioner's priest. They are not sacrosanct as long as they continue to meddle in politics. Exactly. Yeah, no. The moment you entered politics, that's your own fault for anything that happens afterwards. I would really like some dynamite. What are we researching? The ironclads. Okay, so we're going to get a military upgrade. And also a ship upgrade. God's will. Diego de Vidal of the Catholic Church has seen preaching in favor of the Conservative Party, convinced that their victory has been foreseen by God. Who's in the lead right now? The Liberal Party still at 104% momentum. The Conservatives are down 76. The Free Trade are up by 27. Such a shame the nation is not ruled by God then. Yeah, let's start weakening the church even more, especially to knock this little rebellion out of here. There we go. Less than 10%. 6, 3. I highly doubt within 15 months we can get wealth vote passing. Yeah, we can't even access it yet. Another 12 months. We'll probably get one more shot at it. If not, that'll be it. And there is our explosive shop. Oh my god, look at the money rolling in. 18,000 now. Alright. First off, I have you guys. Yep. Ironclads are researched. Crime and divinity. The reactionary learning many of... The reactionaries' learnings. Okay, I'm about to say, that makes much more sense to say. Of many clergymen affiliated with the Catholic Church have given rise to demands to curb political influence of Santiago religious organizations. These are holy men and women, and they can say what they will. Bolt their temples shut and arrest the clergy who resist. Yes. Alright, for our main army, let's go ahead and start upgrading these guys. And upgrading the line infantry into skirmishers. And then we'll see how much that hurts our money. Okay, we have rotary valve engine next, followed by dialects. And, well, actually, dialects are probably going to finish up. Oh, no, wait. Society first, and then production, followed by military. That's what it was. I'm thinking of one of the other playthroughs. Our great nation. Seeking to turn the tide of nationalism to the favor of the Liberal Party, Antonio Velez held a patriotic speech in one of the Santiago's parks. Okay. Truly a hero of the people. We should ensure laws are properly secured. Is that protected speech? Technology spread, minus 25% leverage resistance. Yeah, and they still get their momentum. Last I checked, they were still in the lead. Yeah, 114%. Let's see. Yeah, see, this is what I was meaning. We could just leave it to the private sector. Yep, so we'll just go ahead and we'll add in 2 for right now. Bureaucracy is down. Buenos Aires. I'll go ahead for just 10 right here. Just super start it up. I know we're going to probably hurt from that, but it will also skydive the price of paper. Democratic Solidarity. In a pro-suffrage gesture, Jose Ortega has released a positive endorsement of the Conservative Party for its stalwart support of voting rights in Santiago. They're at negative 76%. I don't want the landowners to get more power, so... Guardians of the Santiago franchise, sure. Oh, City of Plenty, let them celebrate there. Go ahead and quintuple the speed. The Rebels Doctor, Dr. Sanfei, has been caught aiding wounded dissidents and revolutionaries. His aid isn't just helping his patients, but it's emboldening the entire rebel movement. The one doctor was obviously a lone wolf. There's no need to follow up on this. Yeah, we're not persecuting the academics. Campaign financing. Parties, including the Conservative Party, are struggling to raise funds for all the campaign needs of this election. Ooh, yeah, no. Everyone gets some. Get another point of boost for all of them. And there go the explosives. Obviously, we're also going to be hit hard from the upgrading of the infantry. Alright, I'll also upgrade them. So, one of the last few things we'll need is an artillery group. The Infernal Machine. An attempt on the life of the prince has killed many, but spared our ruler. Our complex device itself, damaged in the attack, is the only trace the revolutionary left at the site of the attack. Limit Juan Antonio Velasco's public appearances. The crime is obviously the fault of Jose Artigia. I mean, our prince is pretty beloved. He's at 125. Limit his appearances for a little bit, because that will disappear. Okay, so once we get the government administrations, we'll let the private sector take over again. Dialects unlocked. Alright, the intelligentsia and the rule folks stand strong. Seven more months. And everything else is looking good. I think we may be able to finally get loyalists higher than our radicals. Alright, here it comes. The Feminine Order of Patagonia. A group of women affiliated with the Catholic Church in Patagonia have founded an organization with the purpose of arranging medical and material support for anti-government revolutionaries. We cannot afford to make martyrs of women. Crack down on the religious... I cannot talk today. I don't know what the hell's going on. Crack down on women's religious organizations. Was I persecuting the Patagonians during this one? 25%. What's your standard of living? Impoverished. They're pretty much the same as us. Crack down on the women's religious organization. Minus 9.8% tax collection. Oh yeah, no, Buenos Aires definitely need this. Okay, so it's mainly just government buildings that our private sector does not build, which makes sense. Government buildings are never profitable, they're always a service. The landowners have demands on the precipice of revolt, threatening... You already have joined them. If certain demands are not met. How strong are they? 3.7%. Sure, we'll let them have their moment of triumph. All for the greater good in the long run. That's a bot. Request more if you want to buy viewers. Come on. Keep climbing. Because the more you climb, the more I can get these things. The more I get these things, the better it off will be for me. 3 more months. So our military, yes, we are fully upgraded. We're not strong, especially against Santa Cruz, which has quite a number of them. Also, let me take a look. Santa Cruz is protectorate of Ecuador. Ecuador can't reach us, though. Alright, and then just keep going. Go building a wheat farm, huh? And... okay, we're at 58 for that. 67. It'll probably be a lot more, 142. We'll do that because what will also happen is that if we have a demand for a certain resource, the private sectors will also start funding that. Keep bringing those people in. Yeah, because of the high government wages as well, is that it will really hurt. But we should be seeing our next improvement right there. The landowners have officially abandoned the restore state religion. So, how much longer? 2 weeks. Let's just stay in there. 14 days. Come on, come on. Alright. Last chance. And the landowners have rejoined them. Okay. But they're down to 6.8%, 5.9, 3.9. They have no clout. They should not be able to resist us at all for this. Education investment level 3. Home affairs level 3. Nice. Flanders sides with Picardy. Uceras and Nunca exiled from Guinea. Alright, upgrade you. I wish it kind of showed you how much your people increase, literally. The Brave Engineer. Railroad accident in Chicago only narrowly avoided heavy fatalities due to quick thinking of a trained engineer who perished in the crash. Only a few people died, but the wreckage will take some time to clear. Thank goodness for quick thinking engineers. Railmen should get more than a song for dying on the job. The trade unions. Yeah, we'll throw some more support their way. Armed forces are getting bellicose. Officers associated strong with the armed forces have publicly issued a list of grievances and demand immediate action from the government. Dark rumors suggest they may join the revolution. They already are part of it. Ah, damn. We weren't able to get the petition. Tried. Five more to go. At least we're able to get people recruited into these things, no problem. And the other benefit is that the higher our bureaucracy goes, the better our construction efficiency will be. Hey, we're finally into the consideration for the law. Alright, so after we get this, and after we get more building... Oh, really? You decreased by a lot. And these guys are still relatively the same. But anyway, once we get these guys going, we'll see where our money is. We'll try and climb it up some more. Plantinian mass immigration from Uruguay. Oh, that's fine. And then once we do that, we'll go ahead and start building up our army some more. Rotary valve engine discovered. Tools. We do have a good amount of tools. Let's just go ahead and start putting them in. Mechanized zooms, rotary valves, less fabric, more tools, more coal. Political lobby formed. Anti-Breton society. That's fine. Yeah, we definitely need to improve this. Unfortunately, we just don't really have the population amount. And that's probably our biggest issue, really. Population. There we go. Get in there. That's how you get it. Yeah, let's go ahead and bring in more coal mines, because it doesn't look like the private sector is focusing on them, which is fine. Keep going, keep going. 345, nice. Just keep on climbing. So if we look at this for an example, 550 bureaucracy. 339. The throughput is still a little hurt due to, I think, because... Yeah, and that's my other issue that I want to do. I want to incorporate these states. Because we're losing out quite a bit for not incorporating them. Opposition members put forth demands. Okay, so same thing as before, which is between the intelligentsia and the trade unions. Intelligentsia will take another hit, but they can keep on going until 8. So, yeah. Get that. Just try and get this thing passed. Wood is an issue. Take a look. Okay, yeah. Wait, how long was it? 13 weeks. All right, so we'll let that one start. We'll let that one finish, and then we'll start incorporating the states. The other thing that I like about the private business that I discovered is that it helps much more with your local economy compared to your overall market. So that's kind of how you have to see it. You have to look at your things from the local side and then the market in general. So right up there, the local balance, that's still a negative. So even if we build things here, despite having an abundance in the market overall, there's overconsumption here locally. Which makes sense because Santiago has a shit ton of people. Do I have greener grass? Yes. You know what? Let's cancel that. And how many can we fit in here? Oh, we can fit a shit ton of people in there. Yeah, alright. We'll go ahead and have mass immigrations to where we have the highest arable land. So this way, at the very least, the substance farms will be going in full swing. So that will give us a lot of people. And everyone here will kind of, after the greener grass campaign, yeah, they'll start migrating out. So once they fill up, they'll just spread out from here, increasing more and more of our Santiagan, South Andean presence. Not Santiagan. We're all Santiagans here, except those Patagonians. Another bot right there. That's fine. I do like that auto mod, stopping all those. Okay, law debate was successful. Positive outcome up by 10%. How much longer you got? A little bit more. And we'll pause it right there. And there we go. Now that it's in full swing, but it's only decreasing by like that amount. So that's nothing. And our money sits at almost 10,000. Did we get past? Yes, we did. Alright, let's start incorporating the states. We only have a few more to go through. There we go. Biggest one, obviously, Buenos Aires. Lima is improving relations. Okay. So, we finish up some coal mines, and then we start improving the military. Norwegian mass immigration. Repeaters unlocked. No, society first. Realism. Rubber massification. Followed by breech loading artillery. Okay, okay. Agitator repairs. Juan Salavery. Santiago, market liberal. They really want national militia. Well, maybe that wouldn't be a bad thing. Because it would spread out our military, so this way no one state would be fully dependent on another. And it would allow us to go through a hard reform as well. Or, I should say, a forced reform. And we can't do it right now either way because we got wealth voting going, so we'll hold off. Our authority diminished once again. Let's stop suppressing the church. I think they got beaten up enough. They're less than 5%. Dissenters break rules, ranks. Outside observers, okay, same as before, just different parties. We'll take a setback. There you go. Slowly but surely. What do I need to use? Steel frame buildings. That's probably really far away. Open her earth steel railways. Nitrogen fixation. Or what's the society? Okay, it was society. Either way, we're still far away from that. Up to 12,000 now. So each one gives us 60. If we get the dynamite in here, that's an additional 25. So we're looking at 80 something. Realism unlocked. I think I have a few. There they are. Realist art. Yep. And we'll go for. Yeah, you know what? We'll go for Burgoyes. Are they really not getting anyone in the lumber camps? There's Aranaki as well. I'm going to cancel the social mobility. We don't really need that there. Instead, you know what? I'm going to go for greener pastures because I need to get these logging camps right here. And you'll just focus completely on the wood. Yeah, see, even with a high level of attraction, we just can't get anyone over here. Non-eligible mass migration target. And we can't downsize because we don't own that. Alright, all we can do is just hope that we get people going there because I would like to get that logging camp going. Rising speech captivates the public. Roberto de Vidal, leader of the intelligence, delivered a fiery speech advocating for wealth voting. He is a pacifist. But we are in our rebuilding phase, so being at peace is for the best. Let's go ahead more in there. War profiteering. You give them an inch, they take a mile. I was just saying he was a fucking pacifist. -3 from the trade unions, Catholic Church, and intelligentsia. Or -1. Our military is too large that if we do take this, our budget will take a nasty hit, unfortunately. So we'll have it for now. Move you guys up here. Quickly unfreeze that. How badly will this hurt? -8. Okay, that's not bad. And we got a good enough amount of reserves, and oh god, our bureaucracy. It's just falling down. We're at 52% literacy now. That's good. So, what are you guys struggling with? Cloths, grain, furniture. 30% of them are peasant and substance building, limited to a low standard of living. Yeah, we're trying to change it. If I can get a good chunk of coal, I can then start doing some more upgrades as well. Speaking of, universities, get the philosophy department. Get those clergymen out of my schools. Yeah, you're fine. European rifles. I mean, we don't really need that many. Yeah, our small arms were in abundance. 95 construction. That feels so little compared to what it has been before. We are definitely getting a lot of people in here now. Population's on the rise. Most of it's coming from Santiago, though. But to be fair, Santiago has over 2 million. So we need clothes and grain. Well, Buenos Aires would definitely be for the grain. If we could. Do I have another fertilizer thing I can upgrade? I can. It would dramatically drive up the price of fertilizer, though. $140. And you take 100 flat. So yeah, we're going to need that other fertilization factory. We get that. Fertilizer, not fertilization. That's a very different kind of factory right there. But anyway, we get that one going. We upgrade the other rice farms. And that's the other thing I want to do. I want to modernize a lot of things we're going. But because our economy's kind of in that very touch-and-go section, just got to take our time. What was meant as a routine speech about the merits of wealth owned by Roberto de Vidal has quickly devolved into a public relations disaster. Well, scrap it and prepare the next one. French mass immigration to Patagonia. Okay, for whom the bells toes. No mind about the French. Emiliano Castilla, leader of the Industrialists, has unexpectedly expired mid-campaign, robbing the Free Trade Party of a cornerstone politician. What are the 27%? We'll give them the determined but haughty youngster. Hilarion Zapata. Imperious, charismatic, ambitious, rubber mastication improved. Which means we are finally on to breech loading artillery. No, bring that back. Yeah, the engines are taking a decent hit. Alright, hold on. I see you going into the credit. There we go. Bring it back around. And the better thing is that now we got 4 buildings going. So yeah, we're going to have to rely heavily on the private sector. So what we'll do is we'll get Santiago all the way up to 20 construction sectors. Exile, sides with them. Europe is popping off, especially in the Iberium. But that's not my concern. Galician peasant revolt against the Galician national state. Offering to owe us an obligation. Who's involved in this? Toledo, Andalusia, Bavaria. Nope. Even if we wanted to, we don't have a navy to get over there. Or at least to resist. It's been revealed that Juan Mondet of the Catholic Church has been having a secret affair with a member of the clergy. His resignation is being demanded. People must notice his depravity. That will weaken the church even more. Yeah, no one is on the peasant side. Dutch mass immigration to Mendoza. That's right. You come on over here. Catalan mass immigration. Yeah, see, and this is good, because the more things pop off in warfare over here in Europe, the more people get upset and the more people move away. So come to Santiago. Oof. The Liberal Party is running out of clout. It won't be long before we're trying to get wealth voting passed. Alright, let's see. Yeah, let's drive the price of coal up. And this will, for so many tooling workshops, it will free up a lot of people as well. Just go, what if we just go all in on this? Because this will also force them to have to work in some of the other places as well that they don't want to work because they're, quote-unquote, not profitable. Lawmakers working towards the enactment of wealth voting have found themselves mired in a particularly complex set of bureaucratic proceedings, grinding the work towards reform to a near halt. They'll be upset, but let's just go ahead and do that. So, where would be the next best spot for a bunch of government administration? Really? With 10 of these guys, you're only... Wow, this taxation capacity shrunk incredibly quickly. Okay. Baja Paraguay. You got a decent amount of people. And you already have one of them built. So let's go ahead, add in another 9. You're upgraded all the way. We have a slight decline in our paper amount, but that should be fine. Unrealized taxes going up to 2,000. So we get those taxes back. Should all fix it. What are we at? Yeah, let's go ahead and resume this. More mass immigration from Navarre to Cordoba. That's fine. Come, bring your family, bring your kids, bring your people. Most importantly, bring your work ethic. Because you guys are going to be the next face of Santiago. The good thing is, they're just being slowly converted into either Plantinians or South Andeans. Ah, the poor English. They're still over here on the South Atlantic Islands. And as we can see here, South Andean culture is starting to spread around. The Plantinians will still be a thing, but the majority of this will be South Andean. Ah, come on. Hey, we're back in the green for bureaucracy. Which means one of our debuffs must have expired. Yeah, the time modifier's down here. Breech loading artillery is a go. Alright, next up we have Central Archives, threshing machines, and what do you got for me, military? Hand cranked machine guns. Alrighty. Hey, some more mortar industries. Yes, good. It's just that weird part where it's like you want to move on, but unless you take a really long time of waiting, you won't have the funds to move on. And the good thing now is that even if you pause your construction, the private sector will keep on going, which is what it was meant to do. But before, it wasn't working as well. It worked, but you have to had so much, and it had to be the right construction as well. Ow. Excuse me. Irish mass immigration, okay. I was kind of hoping to build the next 2 things before the investment pool. We'll bite the bullet. Because the interest increase won't be that high. We got a bunch of subsidies for the railway, but that's fine. 1 more week and then we pause. Alright, pause that. because we now also have central archives. And what that means is a lot more paper is needed. Oh my god, look at that bureaucracy jump. But also, now all the construction over here. Central archives completed. Filing cabinets. The use of filing cabinets in the government administration has drastically increased the effectiveness of state bureaucracy. Yeah, I'll go for store information about citizens. We'll just go for more technology spread increase. There we go. We're starting to climb back up, but oh man, did we take a hit. From over 8,000 to less than 5,000. Now we're over 5,000. Yeah, so these coal mines are finally starting to really pump out people. We're getting people in Los Rios. Still not a lot of people over here in Araucania. Araucania. I keep on calling it Araucania for some reason. It's Araucania. More conflict over there. That's fine by me. You guys keep on fighting each other. Come on over. And finally, our loyalists are higher than our radicals. Most of them, it looks like, are in Alto Paraguay. What's your military look like? Lancers, line infantry. Yeah, upgrade you. Is there anything else? Unfortunately, once we get wealth voting, we're going to have to switch the governments because the Liberal Party just can't hold the government together anymore. Standard of living is slowly increasing. We're at the 13 now. I don't think I've ever got my average standard of living higher than 20. Because at a certain point, you just get so big that unless you literally take like almost a full decade in-game to iron out it before... And this was before they changed private construction. So before this, it's like it was so difficult. Because the auto build was so stupid. Here, let me give you 24 art academies in a place that doesn't have a paper mill with a very low education population. It's like, but why? Because we can. Wealth voting is a go. Alright. Now, before I do this, is there anything else that they are pushing forward that I would want? Does not look like it. Alright. I would really prefer if there is at least, for sure, in here. It's on that line. So, we get these guys, it's less than 15 then. Yeah, see, now that we drove the price of paper up, all these paper mills are coming into being. But everything else has fallen behind them. These guys up here. That's something I don't care about. I don't know what it is, but my back's been bothering me like crazy. Should be one more. Yep. And go ahead and undo that. And this one, we only just need these 5 right here, and then we'll pause it again, and then switch it back over to private. That's another paper mill in Santiago. Negative 21,000. Oh boy. Luckily, we have over 100. Defamatory article. Newspaper called the Los Rios Standard has printed a bigoted article about the Quechan people. We'll suppress it. Come on. Nah, we're not going to get that one in time before we have to take a little bit of credit, which is fine. A little bit of credit. Oh my god, negative 30,000. Alright, pause that. Fashion machines are a go. Oh yeah, no, there we go. Now the private sector is really kicking off. And they're at negative 48,000. But, I mean, they have almost 30 million in there, so they got a little bit. Yeah, so now we'll definitely hold off on the private construction. We want them to build up, get that thing going again, because never underestimate that. Oh god, now that I think about it, I hope we didn't make this too big and the drain too much. Buenos Aires, how you doing? You're getting there. Arcania. Nothing. I can't get people over here. Maybe it's because we have a green grass growing campaign on Buenos Aires? What do you mean you don't have enough ammunition? Oh, all the goods are really expensive is why. That is the one, that is the downside as well for sure. It's like you can't tell them for sure, get these things that we desperately need. They're going for what will be profitable. And what's profitable may be the local pricing that they're going for instead of the overall market. Home affairs increased to level 4. Nice. Yeah, unfortunately, because we're starting to live in a much higher degree of standard of living, the radicals aren't dying out how we used that, and that's how we used to take care of them. We just literally let them die out because conditions were that harsh. Jesus, this financial district is all over the place. So, I'm just confused. It's like the financial districts are what give us the capitalists, not the buildings anymore? Because over here, we just get the regular people, and over in the financial district and the manor houses, these guys give us aristocrats, and they'll probably have the servants and the clergies and all that for sure, that we see. And then over here is the capitalist section. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Oh yeah, let me see. You require 1 tool and 1 coal. Problem is coal. It's always coal. I can never get enough people to work them, and even if I do, I can never get enough people to stay in them. I know. Riveting gameplay that everyone comes here for. But I don't know. There really is a satisfaction to watching these numbers crunch and then seeing your people get larger and larger. I just spilled that on me. Damn it. Damn, it's going fast. How much are you growing? 900, almost an extra 1,000. Oh, well, there you go. 28.6% population growth. Damn. And that number is climbing too. 28.7 now. Alright, that's good. Irish mass immigration. Yep, it looks like the UK up to, well, what was the UK starting to grow up and fight, which is fine, because that means more and more people will get displaced and come over here. A good vintage. It's not really expensive, so if we increase the output, we're not going to get a lot. Make it an exclusive product, more prestige. Unrealized taxes. From what? Tax waste. But we're in the positive for bureaucracy. I do have them all. Yes, I do. Okay. So once we do this, it is going down, and we get yeah, we're going to have to get more government administration, especially when we do our expansion into the Andes. Santa Cruz. What are you currently at for your military? I don't know if they'll be able to do it. Ecuador. They don't have any flotillas just yet. That's fine. They are considered a dominion. Grant own market. Truces with Ecuador. What about Potosi? No, no one cares about Potosi. I think now's the time. Let's start expanding. They have refused my most generous offer of subjugation, so now we must go ahead and take over Potosi, just in time for the hand-cranked machine guns. And that's what's happened. The industrialists whispering in our prince's ears, saying, hey, we have this new toy we would like to try out. And he is a geogonist. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that wrong, but it worked for it. Alright, joint stock companies, shift work. What you got from your military? Gantry cranes, okay. Alright, the other thing as well is that this soft battle will show us how much money this army takes up. La Plaza has sided with them. You bastards. Let me see. Oh, they have skirmish and artillery. Okay, okay. Mobilize the other army. We can't call anyone over. The Ika may side with them, but if the Ika join them, I don't think it will be too bad. Let me see. Maybe. If we can wait until just the last second, I want to see a good majority of these guys declare neutrality. And then we can swoop in. Yes. Alright. It'll be a little delay. Come on. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Don't let Ika join. Yes. Alright. So Ika can't join. Norwegian mass immigration. Alrighty. We're at a 23%, 23 bonus right here. And we'll see from that. Alright, the battle begins. I guess I should see what I set these guys towards. Advance front, and you are... We'll do you as cautious advance. Alright, and then while these guys fight, the private sector will keep on building up back home. Alright, we got the first battle. A broken supply line against an exhausted enemy. That's not bad. We're at 35. They're at 52 defense. Okay, the good thing is it does look like we're winning. We're outnumbering them, so that's good. Okay, they have a broken supply line now as well. Charted terrain. There you go. Alright, first battle victory goes to us. Speed this along. Serbian mass immigration. Joint stock companies unlocked. Alright, we can get another one. Go for the ones that we can get. Fertilizer plants, livestock ranches, textile mills, infrastructure. Yes, no, go for that. Alright, Hilarion has won us our first victory. Next up, General Hernando, who's lost against General Francisco. Alright, so he was moving in against La Plaza and he was ambushed. I guess he got mixed up orders and moved too far into enemy terrain. Still winning. Good. Poor visibility now. 25% decrease in offense and defense. Come on, get a -1. Oh, God. General Hernando. He was ambushed, banished. Oh, no. Okay, panic retreat. There we go. Hernando pulled it back, but ooh, that was a much more brutal one than the last one. Next. We're at 52 now. Good. We have the advantage. We more than double their numbers. General Hilarion is in a rapid advance against General Francisco. There you go. Okay, yeah, no. After the first few battles, and we knocked down the majority of their army. And what's more, Santa Cruz will be isolated with this. We'll have to wait until our economy recovers, because we're going to get a shock attack when we get these two in here. Nicely done, old man. You got it. Alright, we're at 70 now. And once again, General Hernando is still lost, with General Hugo now assaulting him in another surprise maneuver. God damn it, General Hernando. Only 61 years old. We'll say he was trying to make his way back. He was trying to be a good general, and he's trying to make his way back to our lines, but is still lost over in La Plaza. But every time he's ambushed, he still wins. And this time, not even over 1,000 wounded. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I believe that's La Plaza falling right there. And over here, oh, General Hilarion has committed a great blunder in the poor, but General Hugo has poor visibility. 20% casualty taken, 50% morale lost. Okay, that's not bad. In pursuit. There we go. Keep going. All the while, the private sector just making us more and more money. Alright, General Hilarion, he's caught out in mud against General Hugo, who has a broken supply line. And that's another easy victory right there. Well, we still got one last pocket of resistance. It is General Hernando versus General Hugo. Both of them exhausted. But General Hernando will win. Does it give us the start date? I guess we could look at the oldest battle. 1895. Okay. But with that, we have Potosi and La Plaza. Give it a second to give our economy a heart attack for the addition. Ooh, that's what we really needed. More wood. But even then, we still need 600 more. Alright, the Great Garment Factory Fire. A deadly fire has killed many workers in Los Rios, due in part to dangerous working conditions and locked emergency exits. It has been revealed that Ramon Rebolito, a prominent member of the Industrialists, was the owner of the now scorched factory. Just the price of progress. Ramon must be held responsible for these deaths. It is weird. Ramon will be arrested and removed from his position. The problem is Ramon is actually a good person. He's honorable. He's literary. He's a moderate, so he won't really resist us. Alright, this is the price of progress, unfortunately. Cause without a rebel. Although Juan Slaver is still fighting for his cause, no one is following him. Okay, yeah, no, so... He couldn't get his way, so he's off. Authoritarian intent. Minor scandal buzz around the Liberal Party. Well, he just left, so... Don't hurt us. Juan Mont intends to travel across Cordoba by train. Campaign for the Conservative Party. I mean, we may not have a reason to go against this because the Burgoys are coming into a lot more power, and unfortunately, the Liberal Party just can't hold them. Can't beat them, join them, I suppose. Let's see. While the Liberal Party is still in play, is there anything I can go for? Not really. Alright, that's fine. 16,000, good. Oh, yeah. Gotta correct all these now. Election results are in. Liberal Party still in the lead with 43%. It won't last probably the next election. Alright, going through here. Do that. Do that. Crystal glass. Give me the steel tools. Yeah, I know we're gonna suffer a little bit, but our money's pretty high right now. Speed that up. Let's say 4 speed instead. And upgrade that. We're at 19,000 now. More fertilizers. Single crops. And then, yeah, let's go ahead for the next upgrade. The steam-powered threshers. Coal will once again become a super resource that we'll need to get. Yes, yes, I know. I don't really think we need this. Because we have the cotton fields now. We'll just do simple sheep ranches. Wait, do you provide jobs? No, you don't give us any more jobs that provide higher dividends. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. Get the barbed wire, though. Vineyards, stop that. Yeah, the problem is cost of transportation. Transportation is one of those new weird ones because it's only for the local price. So it all depends on how much you have back in your actual states. More gold. Oh my god, 32,000 now. Woo. Transportation in 3 states. That's a lot of generated pollution. Yeah, no, none of these just yet. That. I know, lower productivity. Wooden passengers. There we go. Okay, so we only lost 4,000 of the 32,000 we're now making, which is not bad. And okay, good. So we have more construction sectors as well. Take a look at the army. We'll just go ahead and disband the 4th army. We don't need that. Upgrade you. Upgrade you. We now have artillery within our armies as well. Santiago Nation completed. I don't know what's up with that one journal post for create your nation. Nothing really comes from it. Mind you, that could be the mod. Ooh, but now that we got the forestry company going around, infrastructure is going to increase all over the place, which means the private sector is going to go busy again. Buenos Aires, how you doing? Still got a few more to go. Alright, also, you're all upgraded to that, that's fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and get more government administration because we need to integrate the other two states. 32, 294. Okay, we'll go for Potosi first. And then afterwards, we'll flesh out the armies a bit more. Can go up to 38. Yeah, I'll bring you to 10. And then, shift work upgraded. Okay, so we'll do it 15 skirmish infantry, 5 artillery, and 10 cavalry. So, powers of 5. Plantinian mass immigration from Uruguay. That's good, that's fine, I'll take it. Yo, Didas, hello and welcome. We are still on Victoria 3 for right now. We've just taken over La Plaza and Potosi, trying to integrate them, slowly but surely. And then afterwards, we need to go spread freedom and democracy to the worlds beyond. But not yet. We still got some time. Tongbeng from Jutland. Jutland? No, that's... Oh, okay. Ooh, hold on. Campania has now become the South Italian national state. And Apula... Okay, so it looks like Apula and now the South Italians are the two major powers here. The others are strong, but they're not really expansionists. No power rising in Africa. None in Australia. And yeah, nope, they're all still the same. So as long as they stay out of South American interest, I will let them do their own thing out there. Sides with Ulster, that's fine. It's negative 103,000 for all of this. My goodness. Well, the other good news is that our near 40 investment pool dropped down to almost 25 million. So yeah, no, that's a lot of construction costs. We gotta be careful with that. Private sector. And it's really the private sector that's making us money, while the government sector, okay, it's making a lot more sense now. The problem is in the beginning, you can't see it. But the later on you get, the private sector will handle building all of your economic buildings, while you, the government, will, go figure, be building the government buildings. We do have a lot of radicals though, so we gotta be careful. La Plaza does have a high population count, so there is that issue. French mass immigration from Picardy. Why won't you guys just stay in your jobs instead of just moving all over the place? I know why, but still, stop it. Alright. Bureaucracy is up high enough, so let's go ahead and start integrating La Plaza. $360,000 left. Alright, the army is going to expand again with more cavalry and more cannons. And then, yeah, we should also upgrade the 3rd Santiagan Army. Where the 2nd Army went, I have no idea. Just, I guess, consumed in bureaucracy at some point. Paper's no longer that expensive, so that's good. How you doing? 197,000. What is our credit limit? 4.75 million. Oh no, wait, that's our gold reserve limit. It's not going to tell us unless we go into credit. That's fine, because we just, with that, have finished up. And... right? You finished up. Still recruiting. Okay, the other good thing is that the more soldiers we recruit, the more the government buildings, or the military buildings, I should say, that we're struggling to keep people will get them. Because of demand. Maybe. Negative 31.6 thousand. Agitator appears. Augusto Cabrera. Another nihilist. They really want us to get rid of the prince. Ooh, the Burgoys are pushing for state atheism. It would give us more authority. It would destroy the church. The Gantry Canes have just unlocked. More importantly, though, let's do this real quick. Another mass immigration of the Basque identification papers. Wait, is that the one we were working on? No, we're working on psychiatry. Vacuum canning. And our next military tech. What you got for us? Modern nursing. Go for it. 24.3% for the Burgoys. See, the problem is, even if I switch to another government with the Burgoys at the head, it's actually going to be less than our unacceptable government right now. And this is what's really killing us, the amounts of radicals we're getting. And why do you not have anyone work in the gold mines? Well, coal is almost at a negative 1,000 deficit, so that would probably explain it. So we'll just go ahead and build some more. I would definitely like to have us having control of the gold mines rather than any private sector. Even if we do go into a deficit to get them. Are you fully fleshed out? Yes, you are. Alright. Third Army is just kind of stationed wherever, really. But, seeing as how most of our military buildings are being built right here, let's just go ahead and have them going for that. Okay. The Antofagasta earthquake. We should put some money into the reliefs. Negative 6,000? I won't abandon my people, but Jesus. Well, you know what? Let me just go ahead and pause that because I got a feeling that's going to hurt. Hilarion de Velasco has recommended that Pavel Kornivalev, current residing in Santiago, be granted permanent residency. He would help us push for state atheism and give more control back to the intelligentsia. Sure. South German mass immigration. There you go. That's right. That's right. You come over here. You useful people who used to be such bright stars. But now, there is only Santiago. More and more coming in. Good. Psychiatry unlocked. 10% influence. 10 plus maneuvers. Minus 5 bureaucracy for population cost multiplier. Oh wow. We dropped down to only 43,000. And over here, That's 763,000. That's good. Yeah, no, don't underestimate subsistence pastures or farms. If you can get enough if you can like even just find your highest population area with that, just pour people into there and a lot of your basic needs could be met with just them. Especially when they're homesteading, home workshop. Yep, no, that's fine. More iron mines. I would really love you to start building coal mines. Exiled from Yorkshire. Okay. Well, while we're also doing that, we'll go ahead and fill out the rest of these units right here. Some lancers as well. Have to be careful when we're doing this, unfortunately, because if not, it will double click or not click at all. It's really weird. Okay. So each army we have will be a group of 30. And how are we doing up here? I'll wait until that's over 1 million. There we go. Now we are starting to bring up those coal mines. I'm really hoping that's helping because that's a lot of negativity in that investment pool. It doesn't seem like much because we have a good amount, but that can really sneak up on us, and we only have 18,000. So if that does happen, it's going to cut us in half, and then some. St. Asium at 62%. Alright, we can do this. Let's break the church. Oh, they're placated. Nice. Freedom of conscience. They're trying to preserve it along with the military. An English mass migration to Los Rios. That's fine. Right here, 19,000. An unacceptable government. I know. Let's see. We have the labor movements. I think, yeah, it's socialism that we need. And it's just a slow crawl over there. We got central banking going on right there, which will increase our minting by 10%. So that'll be nice. Okay, we're at 1 million. Go ahead and get these working again. So we were at 18,000 before. Let's see what adding in 3 extra gold mines will do. And then, of course, adding in a whole bunch of military. That's going to probably knock us back down to maybe even less of what we were before. And in the meantime, these little breaks in between will just kind of help restore the investment pool back up just a little bit. There you go. Now, see, it's doing that same thing again, where it won't take anyone in. I mean, I figure over time, people will just need a job, so they'll join it, right? But one thing I just now noticed, qualifications, what are you... Well, no, actually... That's not a bad qualification growth. It's not a lot, mind you, but it's not bad. Foreign Manifesto. Sure, we'll go for that, just to help pass it along. Media endorsements. Voice of Inquiry, a popular newspaper read by the rural folk. Cross Santiago has published an article by Pavel Cornville advocating the inaction of state atheism. The rural folk. That's at a 10. Now we'll just go for the big boost. Santa Cruz, how you doing? Are you still sucking at Ecuador's nipple for safety? Yes, you are. Well, unfortunately, we don't have a nipple to offer you, but we have Santiagan citizenship to give you. One way or another, of course. No one's going in here. The cash reserves are growing, though. You know what? Yeah, I'll just go ahead and get a university in here. Some is better than none, I suppose. We'll see if we last long enough for it, though. Alright. Once the military is all fleshed out, we'll begin our reconquest of the Andes. Who are you? Oh. A liberal revolt actually succeeded up there in the north. Interesting. Not my concern. Everyone is incorporated. So if we do this, however, we will for sure be picking a fight with Ecuador. And if we pick a fight with Ecuador, they could call on Lima. Which is fine. They're still cut off by the Ica. So unless Ica joins them, or even Acre, they're not going to get to us. Building, building, building. 18,000. The other thing is, as well, is that the more soldiers we get, the more power to the military. What's their clout at? 6.4%. Yeah, no, they're growing. Slowly, but growing. Come on, 400 more. There we go. Okay. So with that, our armies are completely refurbished. We just have this university left, and in the private sector, more and more coming about. State atheism has moved on to drafting. It should pass. There's a lot of support for it. 12 more weeks to go. All this is just try and give qualifications so people can work for us. Scottish mass immigration. What are you at? 825,000. The Social Democratic Party has been formed with the trade unions led by Bernardo Gamera. He's not really well liked though because he's cruel. The Liberal Party is being headed by the Burgoys right now? What about the intelligentsia? What happened to them? No, the Burgoys joined them. Ooh, okay, okay. Well, now we definitely need to ensure that the Liberal Party passes. How we doing? 6 more weeks. Law of progress voted. Law and order. Pointing the rapid turmoil from radical activities in Tarapacá, the Conservative Party has campaigned on the platform of more policing. The key to prevent crime is to prevent poverty. I'll put a bit more power towards the Social Democrats. If I can get the Social Democrats and the Liberal Party together, that's good boosting for putting proper reforms around. 3 more weeks. Yeah, it'll make it. 2 and 1. 14,000. Okay, that's not bad. Buenos Aires, getting another paper mill. Fight for the franchise. Augustin has begun campaign emphasizing the Social Democratic Party pro-franchise platform, promising greatly expanding voter rights for all segments of society if the party is elected. Census suffrage, universal suffrage. Yeah, sure. I'll give them more of a momentum. If anything, just to weaken the conservative and free trade, while the Liberal Party won't lose, 104%. And with that, state atheism has been unlocked. Alright, so the church no longer has any power or sway. Ooh, look at that. We have taken over Patagonia with our South Andeans. 25,000. I've never had so much money before. It's such a beautiful sight. What do you mean I have unrealized taxes? I am good. Taxation capacity. There's a state that's not fully producing. It's gotta be it. No, all the taxes are good. Where are my tax waste coming from then? That's $5,000 that should be going to me. I mean the government. Parson papers. Okay. Well, no, we know. I got these. Okay, I think I made it. Leinster sides with Munster. Don't care. Actually, I do kind of care. Fight. Kill each other. Make stuff a living hellhole for your people over there, so this way they'll come over here. Inefficient agriculture. We get this enough. Get the migration spread around. Hey, we're finally starting to see some migration come in here. That's good. So we'll just go ahead and turn this one on every now and then just to get the wood. Research is ready. Central banking, followed up by vulcanization, and then self-propelled torpedoes. Election results are in. Oh my god, we have a contestant government, but we have a good government. The free trade and liberal parties are here. Child labor, that will remain there. Nothing for you here. Migration control, that's fine. Healthcare, I would really like to have public healthcare, but unfortunately, because they've come into power, that's not going to happen. Let's go ahead and get that policing. That is something that we should have gotten a while ago. Okay, you guys are fully incorporated. The Amazing Flint, hello and welcome. What is this mod? This mod is called Shattered Worlds. So with this one, essentially every state becomes their own individual nation. It's a little slow sometimes, but other times you can get some pretty interesting things. Right now, North America doesn't have a power that's come out to be. But over here, down to Europe, we got the South Italian national state and Aquila still. But other than that, right now, it looks like... No, wait. A new power is rising. Its victory is at hand. Ulster is trying to take over what was the UK. There's no power in Africa building. Neither in Asia or India. No, that's one state. And over here in Australia, no one has taken command. So yeah, no, right now it's mainly Santiago and 2 powers in Europe, 3 powers in Europe who are starting to grow. Listen to this without context is wild. Yep. Are the flags randomized? Sometimes. It depends, because there's so many options now. Oh, the Liberal Revolt over here fell. Okay, so they're back to being Antiquia. It depends, because you can now form the national states a lot more easily in this, so their flags can be pretty randomized. Like, for example, sometimes Santiago's flag right now has the crown on it, but if we switch that over, that will change. If we become the national Santiagan state, which is No, that's right. Culture, national formations. Yeah, if we do that, that will change our flag into that. And unfortunately, there's too many of them to really describe. Alright, increase speed. How are we doing over here? Slowly but surely. You have more people, get them in there. We need the wooden tools. Central banking is a go. That's 10% to our minting. The other thing that's really good about this is that it gives you a chance to play as the native tribes a lot more easily. Like right now, not so much for us because our main culture is the South Andeans, but if you went down over here, you would be the primary Patagonians. But they are Santiagans now, so no worries. Yeah. There we go. Our people are standing at almost 10 million South Andeans. Ah, our general's gone. Ooh, yes, we got a good one right there. Cautious advance. We'll let him reorganize the military, and then we'll go ahead and continue our expansion up the Andes and into the northern. We must unite the North Andeans with the South Andeans. Our brothers from another mothers will never once again know what it is to not have a bro at your side. We do have some political lobbies going on right now, but they hold no real power or authority or influence for that matter, so we don't care. I think after we take the Andes, it will be time for us to focus on building up a naval power to resist anything from the Europeans. Because it's only a matter of time. The more we expand, the more these guys get scared, the more they reach out to others. Save us, save us. Raising concerns. Intelligentsia have expressed their concerns about government decisions clearly favoring the industrialists. Well, yeah, weren't you favored for a long-ass time as well? Okay. The Intelligentsia. You're in office, right? Yeah, we don't want to make them too mad. And the industrialists can take it. Cat, what are you doing? Knocking stuff around. It's a fat cat. We're at 31,000. Arcania. Yes. You are getting more people. More Irish mass immigration. The paper police polemics. The national effort to implement dedicated police force has become the subject of debate between partisan newspapers and may disrupt the lawmaking process. Let the newspapers say what they want. This is going to pass. No one's really against it. Especially with the Burgoyes at the head. Flanders has sided with them, with the Britain National State. Now they have abandoned the Britain National State. Britain National State, yada yada yada. Looks like there's some action going on in North America. A lot of religious revolts. Okay. I'm really starting to like the private sector now. I hated it in the beginning. It's just a new system that I had to annoyingly learn. Compensation. Is there anything I can do to improve the military? Extra supplies. And these are turned on during the actual combat. Fabric and liquor. Yeah, we can do those. And if I'm right, sugar, tobacco, liquor. Yeah. They only activate when we turn them on. Engines. How much? Probably not a lot. No. And this is the worst part. Trying to get people to stay in the jobs. Unfortunately, they fluctuate way too much. However, if we do this when war begins, that should be pretty good. Santa Cruz, double check. Okay, you're still Dominion. Ecuador does not have any flotilla. Okay. We're at 31 plus. We have 1 million in reserves. Let's go ahead and... Hold on. I forgot to check our relations with them. Okay, let's begin the conquest of Santa Cruz. Mobilize the first army. Ah, okay. I kind of thought so. They could only spend so much money on them, so they've demoted a lot of the line infantry into irregulars. The cavalry is a total mess. Oh, this is going to be easy. We are considered the third power in the world, with South Italian, yeah, like I thought, and Apuila. Yeah, no, so these two other states that I've been mentioning since the beginning. It is the 1900s, so yeah, it is time to change things up. Shake the world a little bit. But there are real competition. Hopefully, they hate each other. Yes, they treat each other as an unknown factor. Good. Means they're not trusting, but they're also not against them. Which means they're going to be busy while we take over South America. Monument to the prince? Yes, I would like one. Political migration, the regional stable. Okay, who's joining us? Charles Denham. He's a radical. Guaranteed liberties, protected speech. I mean, we kind of have two of these already. Universal suffrage. You know what? Actually, no. I'm going to take these people make a mockery of Santiago because we're about to take over new territory, which means some lives are going to be less than what they once were, and they're going to be upset about that. So we'll get that bonus to reduce the amount of radicals from standard of living decrease. Oh my god, they haven't organized the army at all. There is a lot of them, to be fair. And I'm curious. No, it doesn't. Okay, so wait. If I mobilize the other army, I want to see how much it will take. How much would it cost us to have both armies fully mobilized? Spanish mass immigration, dedicated police force. Okay, slow down, slow down. Ugh, negative 8,000. Okay, and that was from a 13,000 positive. Wow, yeah, okay. So having both armies mobilized, that's only if we absolutely need to. It's getting worse. Negative 15,000. Lima did join them, but unfortunately, Ica has a brain and decided not to. That's good on you, Ica. That's good. I will make sure your end is swift and very, very minimal collateral damage. Now, my question is, are we going to get that annoying bug where it's like, oh, you can't take this place over because you haven't taken over the other place? Alright. Oh, fuck these names. Wisibo? Salivary? Wisibo. Well, so General Wisibo is going against General Victor with an aggressive maneuver, 20% casualties taken, but 25% morale damage. Against his careful maneuvering. Oh my god, look at all the dead. It's piling up on that side. Yeah, no, just line infantry against our skirmishers, our artillery, and our lancers. No chance. Negative 9,000. Okay, that's a bit better. And that's why I always call it like a shock to the economy, because some people will get here and then price goods will not be fully met, but then their demand will go up, so more people will go into the facilities, such as the motor industries right here. Vulcanization. Elastics. Alright. Okay, so now we have a full reason to get rubber. It'll be easier this way. Vacuum packaging. Go ahead for that. Textile mills. God, I wish we had a line on silk, but we don't. Ooh, General Hernando has made a blunder against General Daniel, but in the end, he still won with less than a combined dead and wounded. I don't count the demoralized because they're still alive. They can fight later. Just send them to the backlands, give them a little break. But less than 500 dead or wounded in that conflict. That is what it means to fight with superior firepower. Enemy in default. Yeah, there we go. Everything is planned and calculated. However, the new problem will be infamy gain. So we just gotta be a little careful and watch that every now and then. General Luispo against General Tupac. Huh, so that's where he went. Poor visibility, but he's got a controlled retreat. Okay. They can't resist for much longer, though. French mass immigration. General Hernando. Well, go figure. He got lost again. And against another surprise maneuver against him. This guy has no luck. He is ambushed in every war so far. But his dedication is appreciated. That's why he goes so far behind enemy lines and gets lost. And provides his own surprise maneuver against their controlled retreat. But they don't have much to retreat to. Nope. There we go. Santa Cruz is taken. Now, let's see what happens. Hopefully, the private sector can bring out the funds. Expansion in Bajo, Paraguay. 200. Plantinian mass immigration from Uruguay. This is kind of why I left Brazil alone for this part. Okay, yeah, I'm about to say, why is it not showing the flag takeover? Because we get a bunch of people who come from over here as well. And then we just kind of slowly encircle. I kind of thought about doing like the great Chilean Empire and just take over every coastal settlement on South America and keep everyone landlocked. Enemy in default. Yes, we already know that. I'll put that on the table for them just so they know what my goal is. This is one of those annoying things. Alright, so before we begin, we're probably going to have to focus on building up a flotilla because this happens annoyingly. And I don't really need Ecuador to drop... Well, actually, I probably do need Ecuador to drop this because they're the ones who are holding dominion over them. But I'm pretty sure my economy can outlast their economy. Not to mention, ours is constantly growing with the private sector. We're down to 19,000. Better. It used to be 30. And we only had to go through 20-some million. Santa Cruz keeps going to default. They must be doing something to keep them afloat. I don't think Ecuador can finance them for too much longer. I also don't know what Ecuador's economy is like. Let me see. Can I see? Conservative agenda, defend the borders, impoverished living, a GDP of 3.9 million against our 28.9 million. Alright, unfortunately this is going to be one of those slow beatdowns. And, like I said, I genuinely believe our economy can outlast them, even if we are in a deficit. Ah, but the hour approaches us, folks. It is time to say farewell. But only for now, Yodius. It is time. After a quick 10-ish to 15-minute break, go to the bathroom, grab a drink, whatever it is. But it is time to say farewell for now, and progress begins. It hasn't really started, but it begins as we slowly consume the Andes, and then over to northern South America. I forget what it's called. Gran Colombia, that's it. We'll go that way and just slowly absorb South America. And as we can see, we have 3 competitors, really. Aquila, the South Italian national state, and the Ulster. Other than that, no one could really threaten us too badly. So, if you're leaving, thank you so much for joining me. Hope you have a good morning, good night, wherever it may be. Hope you keep it safe. Hope you keep it warm or cold, whichever it is you prefer. Y'all know what I prefer. Say with me. Neither! Because fuck that sun, and toes and tiles don't mix. Shout out, of course, to Yodius and the amazing Flint for dropping on by and sharing the love of the game. Always means a lot. And I will see you all in a little bit for some Helldivers 2. Until then, take care.